Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? Hey, this is another episode of Bitcoin Behind the Bar. I got a special guest, a guy that I look up to in the crypto world. I found him. It's King from Gentleman of Crypto, and he's gonna bless us with some of his crypto knowledge, Bitcoin knowledge, and y'all know me. I'm big on Bitcoin, and if I say I look up to somebody, he is somebody to tune in with. So he has his own channel. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. Let you know that this is not any financial advice because we don't want to get charged by the government for anything. But yeah, I'm gonna bring him on right now. We're gonna go ahead and skip everything else that I normally do, and we're just gonna get right into it. What's up, King? How you doing, man?
Hey, Jake, thank you for having me. Much appreciated. As always, you already know everybody. You can check me out, the Gentleman of Crypto. First and foremost, Jake, like, damn, man, y'all be killing me. You got the intro, the thumbnail, you got the back, the bar in the back. Like, this is where I need to be. So you talking about you looking up to me. I'm over here taking notes about what I need to be doing in my production side, man. It's looking good.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's rare.
And thank you for the bottle too. Thank you
Oh
for the
yeah,
bottle.
yeah. He got the Bitcoin bottle that with the label on there, and I got my boy Pinky over here, American Criminal bottle, and then I got the Bitcoin bottle right here too. Yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you have questions, as you can see, man, we here. We're willing to answer some questions if you got some. So drop it on the YouTube comments, and we'll be able to see it. And I'll be able to pop it up on the screen. But I just want you to introduce yourself. Tell us about your crypto background, Bitcoin background, and how you. I guess you can just give us you yourself. Just tell us about yourself too.
Yeah, for sure. So Bitcoin and blockchain consultant now since 2016 officially. I was in the military on my second deployment. I found out about Bitcoin. Well, I've kind of found out and heard about it in 2014, but I didn't do anything with it because I was on deployment essentially for like 3 years straight, on and off. So I was like always on government computers, couldn't really do my due diligence. But when one of my old business partners told me about Bitcoin or whatever in 2016 again, I started consulting business around it. At the time, the only real like it was like less than 100 cryptos, of course, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, a couple of others. But the main thing was people are always asking questions from the news headlines. It was still being criminalized. So I found myself explaining the same story to everyone every day for like 15, 16, 17 hours a day. And that's why I was like, okay, the best thing to do this is to get everybody in one spot. So at first I was like, all right, maybe I can do like a conference call or Zooms. I remember I had some type of webinar. I forgot the webinar. I think it was like Go something, Go Web or something, Go to webinar, where I was doing like webinars. But then it was just like the the easiest way to do this is just to get everybody on YouTube just to watch like a daily update or whatever. Which is why now it's like to this day, most of the traffic and everything has been organic. On the show today, we were talking about people come and go. Someone who had been on for a couple years pop back in. It was like episode 1280, but it's just like, yeah, that's what it's there for, just for that little bit of information and keep going. So, started from the show, whatever, of course, it come master classes, just books and everything else under the sun, guest appearances, and the chance to actually preach like the Bitcoin gospel. So, it's been a great ride so far, man. It brought me everywhere around the world at this point.
Yeah, yeah, man. I know they come and go because that's the ups and downs of crypto. So they'll get up out of here and then they come right back to you. Like, oh man, I should have paid attention to this information a long time ago.
Right, right, right. Well, I
Yeah.
was laughing at, I think it was one of your comments earlier, and somebody read the comments too and was like, hold on, you've been here since 2017. You don't know, like, if you're here for Bitcoin or for crypto, it's pretty funny comment or
Yeah,
what I saw earlier.
he was about to cook himself by reading that
Right, the
comment.
guy, yeah, no, I got you. I
He
was like,
saved
but
it.
see, and that's where the thing where it's just like, I readily kind of see it now, and we might as well introduce this to the show as well, where it's like you're either here for Bitcoin or the technology, or you're here for the money. You're here for the cash, which is okay. Either way is okay, but it's like you kind of need to decide and be honest with yourself so you know the best way forward. Because yeah, if you are just here to make quick investments and quick flips to pay some rent, maybe Bitcoin isn't the best thing for you. that doesn't mean it's not the best asset. But if you are here for like long term technological advancement, professional advancement, and like security of your cash and stuff of your value, I want to say cash of your value, then maybe you're looking more toward Bitcoin, and you're only looking in terms of one Bitcoin equaling one Bitcoin versus it equals $100,000 or whatever.
Yeah. Shout out to Uncle Reno, he in the comments, and shout out to Malcolm Rex, he in the comments too. Say what's up, Jake. Hey, I appreciate y'all commenting. If y'all have a question, just drop it. But for me, since this is it's Bitcoin behind the bar, and you don't get a lot of firsts with people. And the thing about my bar and my whole thing I got going on, man, you get to have a first drink with a lot of people, and then we always get to experience that. So it's a dope experience. So this is my first drink with you, and I want to ask you. I mean, I sent you the Henny because I collect Henny, but what's your spirit of choice?
Um,
Like what drink do you like the most, though?
okay, so in general, I don't think it's a specific drink. Since I'm not getting a sponsor now, it's fine. But no,
Yeah,
for I don't think it's a specific drink, but I can tell you the types. I do like good, either good tequilas or good whiskeys. I like to sip both. So either a good tequila or a good whiskey. Right now, I did have the Spirit Cube like you did, even though it broke when I threw it in there because I was rushing. But yeah, either one cube or something that's neat or something as well. I don't mind that. I will tell you this. And this doesn't count as a liquor store, so I'll find a better one. But the last time I drank in Hennessy has now been like 2 years and some change. It was when I told the story on the channel before. As long story short, I got back from a crazy Vegas day. I went to the club that night. I shouldn't have went. Pocket full of money. The club was closing in 45 minutes. I got like a bottle of Hennessy, like XO, some type of expensive bottle
yeah.
that and then effort. I wasn't even trying to binge drink, but I didn't want it to go to waste before the club ended. Drank too much, car got stolen.
Your car got stolen?
Another night, yeah, that was the night my car got stolen. Car is
I
gone. I mean, insurance did their job. Shout out to USA. Insurance did their job within 10 days, 2 weeks. But car definitely got stolen that night. So that was the last time I had Hennessy. That was my point. It's been 2.5 years.
I've
So
been on
if you
point
don't
with the
see me on
episode.
next week, you know what's up. No,
Yeah, I've been on point with the episodes. I missed that one. I didn't know your car got stolen, bro. That's crazy.
man, it was a whole saga, brother. What? I mean, no, I'm not gonna say it was a saga. It just got snowed. I left the club. I realized that I valeted it. The valet had my car parking on the street already. I just remember being like, "Why is the car on the street already?"
Yeah.
But I did realize I drank a lot in a short amount of time. So I was like, "I'm not even about to drive, man. Like, I'm not about to drive. Like, give me a moment to figure out my driving or Uber." And then within like 2 or 3 minutes, car was gone. LA, man. No, I wasn't even tripping. Like I said, everybody was like, "You taking this so relaxed?" I'm like, "No, relax. It's just I got insurance. Like it is what it is. The car was gone." So yeah, that was the last time I drank Hennessy. That was my point to you.
Oh,
Cheers,
okay.
cheers.
Okay, okay. Cheers to you. Cheers to you there.
100,000 Bitcoin,
Yeah. Yeah. Shout
100,
out to Bit.
105,000.
Hold on, I got a little screenshot of the price. We're gonna bring it on up. I last looked at it, it was 104. There, Ethereum was like
Okay.
3,400, but we ain't gonna talk about that crap right now. We're gonna talk
Yeah.
about the 104 Bitcoin because I am a maxi, but I do dabble into the other stuff to get me more Bitcoin. And this is the time for me, I believe, to do it. Or it's other opportunities, but you have to pay attention to what's going on. So I like to just like really strictly talk about Bitcoin. And for you, let's talk about a little bit of the key differences between Bitcoin and traditional money like fiat and Bitcoin and other crypto too.
Yeah, so this okay, and just to break it down to keep it super simple, cryptocurrency, all crypto is the security. It's a cybersecurity, secure messaging. So, cryptography is the secure sending of a message. You think about WhatsApp before Facebook bought it. That's a form of cryptography. Telegram, Signal, they're all using cryptography, which means, hey, we can send you a message, and only the person it's supposed to go to has the ability to open it. That's that private key. So that's cryptography. That's crypto. Cryptocurrency is just adding money to that. So it's saying crypto. We're using the same cryptographic cybersecurity, except we're not sending a message. We're sending currency. So just cryptocurrency. We're sending secure messaging to one person who can only open it, and that is what makes a cryptocurrency. Now, the difference between a regular cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is that Bitcoin is saying we're going a step further and saying no one owns this cryptocurrency. It's decentralized, which means not one person has all the codes or all the banking, whatever. and everybody has the ability to download it at any time right now. And you have a fixed supply that we know exactly when it will be released at all times. So when you add in all those metrics, Bitcoin is also a cryptocurrency, but it is a stronger one because no one owns it and it's spread about. So if someone were to try to hack the network, you would have to hack people in Germany and America, in caves and wherever, all at one time in order to hack the network, at least 51% of those. And then when you look at traditional money, that's even more centralized or concerted than what you would see with cryptocurrency because the government just prints money, right? There's nothing backing it, there's no gold backing it, there's nothing backing it. Whereas with Bitcoin, it takes energy and electricity to even create it. So those are kind of like the key differences.
Yeah, it always take energy to create something that's worthwhile and worth protecting. You know, if it's
Right.
easily
Right.
created, then it's not going to be easily cared about. You already know that. Everybody already know that from fine art. Even this liquor right here, it takes years and years to make like the high quality XO that you was talking about in the club. It takes 10 years to even put that in the bottle. So that's why the
Right,
price
right.
is a little higher. So you can just imagine the amount of energy that is going to take to create this network of Bitcoin, and you just know the price is going to go through the roof, through the roof.
Yeah.
So I was thinking like, why would you choose Bitcoin over like, let's just get into it like XRP or something? Why would one decide to choose that over XRP? I got my own opinions about it, but I just want to hear what you think about it, like the other cryptocurrency.
Well, it's kind of like you said, like if something decided to change or do something different. Again, Bitcoin is a fixed amount. We know by the year 2140, all Bitcoins will be mined. Like every 10 minutes, Bitcoin comes out. When you come to talk about XRP, it's like it's not as decentralized. Excuse me, it's pretty centralized. And if they wanted to actually change the code or change the way they did business, there would be no one to really stop them. With Bitcoin, if they were to try to change the way they did business or the code or anything, while someone could actually do it, it would be about who's going to follow it, who's going to download that program on the computer and say, this is the Bitcoin I believe in. With Ripple, it wouldn't be a choice of, well, I'm just going to use the old one. No, it's like, well, no, this is the only one you will could use moving forward. So it's just like, again, it's the freedom of knowing that no one person or one entity controls all of it or even the majority of it. And it's separate. Everyone has a fair shake.
Yeah, and to come back, I heard you. I think it was like a week ago talking about how XRP they changed how much is left over in the wallet because I know that you have to sustain
Right.
like ten coins in the wallet, and they changed it to five now. So if they
That's
could,
so that's a perfect example. Yeah.
yeah, if they could change it to five, they can change it to 1,000. You see what I'm saying? So you can't move your money,
Overnight.
and
Overnight that happened. You're right. Yeah.
and think about if you're holding 1,000 XRP and it does do what you say it's going to do, go to $100, right? That's $100,000. But if they say you can't move it, you can't sell it, you can't do anything with it. You can't even change it from person to person. Just trade it for
Yeah.
anybody else. Because I got 10 XRP stuck in my wallet from 2017 that I tried to sell, so I can't get rid of it. Well, I can get rid of five of them now since they changed it, but
That's what I was gonna say because I did the same thing. You can get rid of half of them now, but they won't let me get rid of the whole. So that's kind of crazy. Like, and that's my point. Where it's just recently when that happened, it was arbitrary. We woke up one morning, it was just like that's the news, that's what's happening, and yeah, it just happened like that. It was just whereas again, Bitcoin, you talk about BIPs, Bitcoin improvement proposals. Implementation improvement. I haven't said that word in forever. I just used to say BIPs, but essentially to upgrade the Bitcoin network, the proposals you have to send in. It's a process. It's like first is put out there on GitHub, it's peer reviewed. Every average Joe or Jane can look at it. You and I can look at it, and if we have something we don't like about it, we can do a show about it, or we can write into them and share our opinions. But it's kind of reviewed and talked about first. It's not just happening. So this was reviewed and talked about internally, more or less, and then to me, it just happened to the public, which again shows you that centralization of the project.
yeah, so one of the key factors in Bitcoin is that decentralization is key. So you want to be able to not depend on a third party. So that's a big thing with all the cryptos. I think damn near every crypto. It's some that they say is decentralized, but when somebody owns so much of it, then it's really not decentralized. So basically, Bitcoin is the only one in my eyes. So
Right, right.
so with Trump coming into office and the new government taking over the government regime, Uh, what about government regulations? Do you think will impact the price or the going forward with crypto, like just the movement of crypto in general?
Well, I think, yeah, this is definitely, we're in that hyper Bitcoinization cycle. I think we are going to see some crazy pumps in regards to regulation. Even if they don't do anything, that will be doing something. So even if he comes in, the grips are going to be loosened. Gary Gensler is leaving. The CFTC chair is leaving. So this isn't like a maybe or you're hoping it gets better. Like it definitely will be different because they're new. The new folks who are coming in, they don't want to end up the same way. These people aren't leaving because their time has expired. They're leaving because people want them out of there because of their course they set when it comes to cryptocurrency and Bitcoin as a whole. So the people following them won't be following that same course. So already history and like the way forward is going to be changed as long as President Trump and the new regulators don't come in saying anything negative, then you're already good to go. If they don't say anything at all, it's positive. But if they come in and do anything positive for the crypto community as a whole, I think all signs point to prices going high. Like there's definitely a bull cycle about to happen. And it doesn't matter. Like you throw a dart in the dark, like you'll hit something that'll times 10 type of deal. The thing I worry about, though, at the same token, is what I kind of talked about today on the show, which was I don't think it'll be a 4-year bull cycle. So now it's going to be about, for Trump at least, and the regulators saying, "Hey, how do we time this thing or keep it at a strong enough number, especially if it becomes a reserve?" You're talking about Texas and Alabama using it as a new gold, or even the United States government. If it becomes a reserve, how to keep it at a respectable number before it retraces and people feel like they're losing their shirt and sell it all, right? But by and large, I think the prices are going to go up, and this is a great sign for Bitcoin and crypto.
Yeah, I think it's a different kind of beast that's jumping into the market. A lot of us, like normal people, and I was stressing this so hard. You know
You
how I
were
was.
40K,
I was,
30K. You was telling people this is the last time to get that 30K. You
I was
said it.
like, get these coins, man. Get the one Bitcoin. It's. Once they said they're gonna approve these, when Larry Feet came on, I was like, bro, the normal person is do whatever you got to do. Get the. I used to tell people to buy a little bit every week. I said it's no longer the plan anymore. Put everything you
Right,
got in there because it's
right.
going. And the buyer that's buying at 100K, they're not cashing out at 200K. They're cashing out at 1 million.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
If they do that, because at that point, banks are going to let you borrow against it, and there's no need to cash out anymore because you don't pay
yeah.
taxes on borrowed money. And Trump is going to put in regulations to stop what they was trying to start, taxing the wealth instead of like, you know what I'm saying? Because they knew what was coming. I believe Joe Biden
Yeah,
and all them, they knew that your Bitcoin is going to get so high they need to tax unrealized gains because you will never have to pay taxes on it if you're able to borrow it, and it's going to go up forever. So
you're right, right.
I think they knew that was coming, and Trump is going to put something in place where you can't tax it at all, or you can't tax
Ooh.
unrealized gains forever. And then I think that's his walk off home run, no matter if the price dip or not. So
Right.
that's what I believe. That's what, well, actually, that's what I hope. I believe it too, but that's what I hope happens because I never have to get rid of my Bitcoin, and that's
So
what
I'm with you, and I can see him doing that. My only fear is that like he does it, it works, and then the next person comes and reverses it because I think that's already in the playbook for the federal government. They're like, look, yeah, go crypto crazy, let's run it up. The next administration is going to be like, so in the year 2025 and 2026, who didn't put this on their tax returns? Who didn't do X, Y, Z? Who didn't have this paperwork? Who didn't? And then they're about to come back with the hammer and try to go after everybody again. Cycle repeats itself.
yeah, yeah. Shout out to Malcolm Rex. He said I'm a small time miner, and I got my Bitcoin by mining Ethereum when it could be mine. How can I use these Satoshis to make more Satoshis? What's your opinion? Still learning. I wouldn't touch my Satoshi to make more Satoshis. In my opinion, I would just work more, get trade fiat for Satoshis. So figure out a way to make money in order to get Satoshis. You see what I'm saying? You already got what you want. So don't gamble what you want. You know, you got to go gamble what you can earn in my eyes. What you think about that?
No, I'm with you too. It's like you already have a piece of the pie, so don't gamble your piece of the pie to get more of the pie for sure. So that's one method. Of course, well, I'm not sure if Fold cards are still doing it, but there's different cards. I just saw Gemini; they're launching their credit card, but their rewards are going to be all in crypto or in Bitcoin. So you start looking at different cards that have rewards in Bitcoin, crypto, or satoshis. You can win that way. It looks like lending programs are coming back. I wouldn't do the Coinbase lending program, but the fact that they're going to have it will allow, which is crazy because the government essentially knocked off all the competitors and then allowed Coinbase to do it. But you'll have more lending programs come back, probably not the same rates, but they will come back with some decent rates. And then last but not least, I said this on the show again last week, and then coming into today, this week, uh, those moments where you do see the 10% dips, like we just saw recently, 10 to 12%
You
dip
called
when
that.
Bitcoin went to, I called it when it
Yeah.
hit 90K, Bitcoin hit $90,000. I said, all right, everybody keeps asking me all the time how to make more Bitcoin, trading tips, blah. Like, here it is right now, what I do or what I used to do. Here's how you make your money, like a lot of money in a short amount of time. You make 80% of your money, 20% of the time. When it just dipped to 90,000, I said, we all know it's going back to 100K. That is easy 10%. I was like, this is when you actually go to exchange and you do these leverage plays and you go 5 times, 10 times, 20 times. These are the numbers. They seem crazy, and you can get liquidated, but it's also just like, yo, we're coming right back to 100K.
Yeah.
And then within 7 days, we're at 104K. So if you've been doing any type of leverage play the last 7 days, you've eased like you. And again, when you're doing the leverage play with like, let's say one Bitcoin or a piece of Bitcoin, you're starting like you can all of a sudden trade up to 5 to 10 Bitcoin. You get what
Yeah.
I'm sure you understand that for the people listening. It's like all of a sudden you're trading 5 to 10 Bitcoin. You have $1 million worth of trading from a platform. No one had to sign off on this. They just gave it to you. Now,
Yeah,
don't you
but
get to messing up. Don't
hey,
you blow it now.
you take that one Bitcoin and you start leveraging, you
Yeah.
gotta have some nuts, boy. Because
Yeah.
hey,
Oh, well, I mean, but see, yes and no, because and this is where the mentality has to come in of you being strong in what you know as a
your
trader, what
convictions,
you
yeah.
know as a your convictions have to be strong. Thank you, because it's like if like nothing's changed when I've done this before, when Bitcoin was a few $100, it was still one Bitcoin, and now that it's 100,000, it's still one Bitcoin. So it's like if I start changing my trading patterns because of the USD price point of it, will I be kind of shooting myself in the foot? Whereas that's not how I know how to mentally trade Bitcoin. I know how to mentally trade it on one Bitcoin being one Bitcoin regardless.
Yeah,
So
I got you. Yeah, I don't. You see, my issue is I'm not a good trader at all, but I do some leverage plays because I'm just I'm in the world. When you in the crypto
right.
world, you do stuff like that. But like I think of Bitcoin when I'm trading in the wrong way, just like everybody else think of Bitcoin in fiat terms when I'm trading. I think of
All right.
Bitcoin when I'm outside of that. One Bitcoin is one Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? So that's
Well, I mean, you're not wrong either, though, because I mean, we're still there. We're still there. So,
yeah, yeah. Shout out to the chat though. The chat is lit. They on the chat is on Appleton Rum, Bamboo Rum. I like both of those. Yeah, and then
I'm over here drinking this water. Let me get this in me.
oh, let's talk about Uncle Reno says this real quick. We gonna talk some lick talk real quick. What's your
All
favorite
right.
tequila?
Oh, my favorite tequila. So actually, it's I like that Casa Dragones. Casa Dragones is really good. It tastes like water. I love it. That's pretty good. You ever had that one?
Nah, I
Uh,
think I heard of it. It's like my homeboy just brought some. I got it. I'm
yes.
in the tequila world now, so I'm getting in there.
Yeah, so so it's long short of it, I almost started a tequila company some years ago, but I ended up getting deployed. Basically, is what happened.
We
But
can run it
I
back
almost
later. We can run it back later.
Yeah, I'm gonna start a tequila company. No, I know a guy in Mexico. He got a whole tequila thing down there going on. So I really mess with tequilas, man, for sure.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you my favorite off the rip is Fortaleza. Now that was one of the smoothest ones I've tasted
Oh,
before.
I don't know about that one. I never heard of that one like that.
It's way up there. I would go get it. It's like I got a big old shelf up there. I would grab it and show you,
Okay.
but man, that was like it's allocated tequila. It's like hard to get, but sometimes you can just walk in the store and get it. So normally it's like
Oof.
69. It's like you got every añejo, reposados, and the blanca. It's like 69 to like 89, but sometimes they price from like 150 to 200 because it's overpriced, but it's allocated, so they only make a certain amount of bottles and put it in the stores, and it's gone.
Ooh.
So
Nice.
yeah, I'm a repo guy. I'm not a blanca guy. So what? I know you said it tastes like water, so I think you like probably like blanca
That's a
liqueur.
Blanco right there. That's specific, but no, I'm more of a Repo guy myself as well. I like a lot of Reposados. I like some Anejos too, depending on, but I like more Reposados than anything.
And I gotta give a shout out to what turned me over to tequila is Swole Tequila, SWOL. It was the extra
Okay.
añejo. It's about 100 and something bucks, but it tastes like a cognac for tequila. It's like a the tequila drinkers. If you like bourbon or a cognac, that's the tequila that will turn you on to tequila.
Ooh. I just
So,
actually started really messing with mezcals this past year now because mezcal, I like mezcal. I should mention that. That's becoming my whiskey of the tequila world.
oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
a quick education though. Every tequila is a mezcal, but every mezcal is not tequila. So it's like whiskey and bourbon. All bourbons are
Okay.
whiskey, but all whiskey is not bourbon. Bourbon is because it's made in the United States, and
Kentucky, baby.
tequila is because it's made in Jalisco tequila area. So it has to be made in that city. So like Elon Musk just dropped this mezcal, Tesla mezcal, and I got that bottle, but I'm not gonna open it. I don't know how it tastes. But I got the other one. I know how that one tastes. It's nasty.
I low key, so I said I was gonna wait to open it for a huge occasion, which I think I'm kind of closing in on. But like I said, that tequila company I almost did something with. He used to give me a ton of bottles of different things to taste to figure out which direction we want to go. And I have this old Asian Neho still that's still like sealed up, haven't opened it yet. And I'm just gonna wait for an occasion. Maybe it's gonna taste like a POS when I finally open it. Maybe it'll be a beautiful, but we'll see. Some of the stuff he had was amazing, man.
What it's probably gonna taste delicious, and you're gonna regret that you ain't opening it until just now. You be like, dang, I should have been
Right.
over this, bro.
Right, right. No, it's not even a name to it. That's what I mean. He has his own tequila distillery. He got factories, plants, farms, everything. So it's not even a name. It's just different stuff he will bottle of different classes. So this is Neho, and like essentially what happens is he'll bottle it and like tell you like if we were to create this, this could sell for anywhere from like he said like 120 to 170 a bottle for this type of stuff. So I was like, okay, so this is stuff. I was like, I'm not going to open this until the time for me to open this as the day comes. So that's
Yeah,
what's happened with that.
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all the spirits are trying to be the cognacs of the world, in the spirits world. What I mean by that is they're trying to be unique because you can sell a bottle of cognac for
Mm.
$4,000, right? You
Yeah,
can't sell a bottle. They got some tequilas that you can get that high, but people buy bottles of cognac for $3,000-4,000 regularly. You see what I'm saying?
yeah,
So cognac is probably one of the oldest spirits that's been around because of the location. So well they got the traditional where it's located and things like that, but a lot of these people in bourbon and the tequila world don't get fooled just because it's a high price. It's not that quality. So sometimes you can stay with the lower quality, 100 bucks or less, and have some of the nicest quality things that just got to shut your mouth and not tell everybody about it. Like the Fortaleza, because it's already going off the shelves every single time now. Every single time it hits the
yeah.
shelves, it leaves. Like if I went in the store and seen it on the shelf, I'd buy all of them. That's what I'm talking about.
Wait, wait, which one is this?
Fortaleza tequila.
Oh, okay, that's new to me. I gotta check this out.
I gotta get it. I'm gonna give me a second. Let me
Is
see.
that that retro looking? Is that the retro looking bottle?
I'm gonna grab the bottle so you can see what it looked like, so you'll have a
Okay,
put an eye on it. But as I
okay,
go grab the bottle, let's talk about Satoshi Nakamoto real quick. Who is
all right,
Satoshi,
all
and
right.
who is Satoshi to you if you don't know who he is?
So for me, I don't even get too carried away into the whole Satoshi Nakamoto debate or who he is or who they is, who she is. Is it the government, private citizen? Here's the deal, like. To me, it doesn't like if you're still worried about Satoshi Nakamoto, to me, it's almost like you're nitpicking, unless you just have general curiosity. Now, a lot of people, of course, say, hey, it could have been Adam Back. on the emails. I can't even think of the other guy. I'm having a brain freeze right now of another person. Finney, Hal Finney. People you said could have been him. Of course, Adam Beck said it's not him. He's still alive. Hal Finney said it
Right?
wasn't him before he died. But my thing is this: the code is what matters. The code is open source. Excuse me. The code can be forked if we want to fork it with consensus. So it's just like it doesn't matter who Satoshi Nakamoto is. If he, she, or they, or the group ever came back, the worst case scenario, especially let's say Satoshi Nakamoto came back today. Wow, we're at a $80,000 Bitcoin. Like let's say they came back and sold their wallet. We're at a $70,000 Bitcoin. The program's getting too big to fail. So it's like
Yeah,
it does to me. I never even get carried away with the whole. It's like it don't matter. The code is open source. Anyone can use it and change it. That's the power of this technology. So whenever I hear people mention them, I don't like really talking about it because it's just like it just doesn't matter to me. The code's open source. If that person or group of people ever come out and this is the real one, cool. If they ever cash out their wallet, cool. You're triple bit, you work more than Elon Musk. The market retraces 60, 80, 90, maybe even 90%. And then comes right back because the technology still works.
yeah. I like how you said that. I think they may be waiting on them to be too big to fail before they even make a move if they still alive. You see what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right,
yeah, to me it doesn't matter. I feel the way you feel. It is what it is. They sell their coins. The code is the code. And play
right.
the rules. But this is the Florida laser I'm telling you about right here.
Oh no, I never saw that one. Okay, I gotta
Top
check
left
that
side
one out.
corners.
That's smooth and cool right there, huh?
Yeah, this the Blanca. I mean, bro, when I tasted that for the first time, I downgraded everything I thought about tequilas before then. Like everyone I said was good went down like a point. I said it
Right,
in the
right.
video. I say everything in my life that I've tasted as tequila or anything is down a point, and this is the top. And it was the Blanca. I haven't even popped up the Reposados yet because I try to get me another bottle of it. But this is what I'm talking about right here, bro. It's
Oh shit.
you might can
Okay.
find
Oh,
it
yeah,
in
excuse
Cali
me.
though. You might can find it in Cali. I think I had a buddy over there in Cali help me out with this one. So
Okay, I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. SoCal. We right next door to Mexico, so we neighbors. So hopefully I can. I gotta check that out.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So what do you think about the future of Bitcoin adoption? I know you just went on a rant like the code is the code, we coming, but
Yeah.
what do you think about the future of
I,
Bitcoin adoption with
I I
everybody?
think it's coming. It's coming. The big thing will be, I think so that the future of Bitcoin adoption is great. Like it will be here, it's already here. My main question is, will it be on the front end or back end? Which means will the end users, will me, you, our families, our kids, our grandparents and parents, will they be using wallets in their phone and things like that? Or will they continue to use a form of Apple Pay or your bank accounts and things of that sort where you have it connected to Bitcoin or blockchains or crypto on the back end, and you might not even know. So you start, all of a sudden they say, all right, well, we won't do, I mean, I'm sure they won't do this, but we won't do a overdraft fee anymore because there's no reason to overdraft fee. So it's like, we want, or maybe the overdraft fee is now $1. And people are like, oh my God, and maybe it won't even go to $1. It's probably going to start where overdraft fee is going to go down to 30. Then somebody else will say, well, ours are 28, well, ours is 24, ours is 20. Eventually we'll get to that dollar some years later. And people are like, well, I only pay $1 at this bank for my overdraft fee. But in reality, it's like that's because they're using a crypto wallet and they're using a stable coin to actually transact everything.
Yeah,
They're just telling you on the front end they're doing it with cash. So my thing is, will it be front end or back end? Who knows? But it's here to stay. It's looking
yeah.
great.
And I like that analogy about the dollar, and that, it made me think of something like that's how the world is supposed to be. Competition is supposed to bring price down, and that's what
Yeah.
Bitcoin does to these prices. If you price everything in Bitcoin, everything's falling in price in comparison to Bitcoin. Even the altcoins, even all these shit coins that we have, like everything is
Hmm.
going down in Bitcoin terms. You are losing Bitcoin, and like what Trump said, prices don't go down once they go up. It's because of
Right.
the way we think about the economy and the way they print money, right? So everybody think, okay, well, we're doing bad. We either got to make more money or change the whole money system. because prices is not going down. That's just what it
Right.
is. Prices are either going to stay right here forever. They're not going back down. We're never going to see a 99-cent Big Mac again, ever. You might get one for a penny after you pay $7 for one, but that's it.
Right.
Yeah, so everything goes down when you save in Bitcoin. That's why everybody spends all their money as soon as they get it. I mean, either you invest it to try to get more of those dollars, or you spend it on something to take care of yourself. But most of the time, you're getting rid of dollars as soon as you get them. Nobody's putting it in the bank. You'll be a fool if you tell anybody that in your family or in this universe that every time I make my money, I put it under my mattress to save it.
Right.
Everybody look at you like you're crazy. And why is that? Because you can't. It's not real money. It's not money. You're supposed to be able to save what you earn. You're supposed because money is energy. It's supposed to be energy, right? Because you exert your time and your effort to get something back, so you can trade it for goods and services, right? So if you can't save your time and effort because somebody is printing money or stealing it from you, then you have to gamble your money in order to keep that time and effort still as valuable as it's supposed to be. So that's how I look at it though. So everything's supposed to be deflationary as we get technology. There's no reason a Big Mac should be not 99 cents anymore when you can get beef
Right.
faster, more efficiently. And nobody's working in the McDonald's. Like you go and order it yourself. Like what the hell? Why are
Yeah.
we paying more?
Well, that's when you see where the USD system and the cash dollar system has failed because it's like it's costing more, not because those products or the services are costing more. Like you said, we become more efficient and effective in everything across the board. It's costing more because we keep printing more money. All that stimulus package and all that stuff and during COVID and all the money going to Ukraine, we just printing off money and now we're swapping it for real crypto. And the show continues, but it's just like this is money laundering to me when you keep printing all these dollars off, and like you said, Big Mac goes from 99 cents to $3 or $5 or something. Like it makes no sense,
You won't see a $3 Big Mac no more. It's $6 over
right?
here in Florida. So you cooked.
I
And
mean, I'm in Los Angeles. You already know, man. That's like
yeah.
what you really like. Not even exaggerating. It's really to the point where you might as well either like really go sit down and eat or go to a bar or something if you're going to get fast food out here because fast food with one person is going to cost you anywhere from 20 to $30.
Mm,
So it's like, well, I might as well just go to the bar real quick and have them whip something up on the grill for 20 $30. Give me
yeah,
a,
because
give me a brewski wooski to go with it.
yeah, you go to McDonald's or something, you then have to fix it yourself too to pay that $20.
Right.
And shout out to Malcolm. He said these gangsters will try to pick the pockets of a naked person. Yeah, man. So you said when you go out and hang out, I know you are. I used to watch you in the morning. You used to hit those IPAs real heavy. So I was like that's the most disgusting beer that I ever tasted in my life. Any IPA
Hilarious.
that I taste. So I was like, bro is wild, bro. I thought you was
So
incredible doing that.
people forget, listen, I don't show it because I'm enjoying life, but I did two deployments, man. So after my first deployment, like whatever is available and what's ever happening, it's like you're going with it. You're not doing too much complaining. And after a while, you get used to it. So yeah, when you're talking about you only get a quick chance for a quick beer or something, those are some strong ones. And that was funny you said before you even said, I was just thinking, I was like, I'll take me, I have hazy IPA right now. It's something to chill back. It's pretty strong. You can relax on. You only need one or two of those, and you're just sitting back. All right.
Yeah, man. My sister, she tried to put me on the IPA. I was like, "Hey, you drank this? This is the worst thing I ever
Listen,
drank in
you still have joy in your heart. This is what I'm telling you. You still have joy in your heart. It's gone, man. I need that bitter taste of hate and rage nowadays to satisfy me.
my life." Yeah, I got my first drink that I ever had in my life was a Budweiser. What was a regular old Budweiser, not Bud like the Budweiser in the cans, the steel cans, because I was
Right.
in there thinking it's like a soda, and I was like 10, 10 or 8 years old, or somewhere around that age, and I was just stealing it from my granddaddy refrigerator just to sip it and taste it. It was the worst thing I taste when I taste beer. I was like, oh my god, I can't believe he drank this all the time. What was what was your first drink you had ever?
I think the first drink I ever had, I snuck like was I like in middle school or something? I don't know. I snuck like a rum and coke in at a birthday party, like when my friend of the family's birthday party. Something I tried to sneak like a rum and coke or vodka. I think it's rum and coke. Disgusting. I went to the bathroom and started spitting it out. I was just like, oh man, I don't want to drink right now. I don't like the drinking stuff. I was turned off from drinking. Like I'm good. Like was nothing I was even interested in for a while after that. So that was the first goal.
Oh, okay, okay. I was reading Uncle Reno comment talking about some the Hershey's IPA is delicious. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's Hershey, if that was an IPA that I've had. I did a Hershey's it's like this Hershey's beer from oh my god, I can't think of the name. It was kind of good, but I mixed it with like salted caramel, Crown Roll. I did
Oh, that
I
sounds good.
I sauced it up. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I made it a little better, but I made a mixed drink out of it.
I
So
mean, I honestly I have to blame the military, man. Like they really got me away from any type of like just sugars in your drinks because it was just like I can't explain it. It's like for the military, you're expected, yeah, you can drink, but tomorrow morning you need to be ready to go still,
yeah,
and nothing needs to change. So for that reason, like you don't want a lot of sugar. So I remember we started drinking like vodka and water. Like that's a popular mix: vodka, water, tequila, water, whatever, and water to go with it, just so you're still getting hydrated or whatever. So I really got away from like the different tastes. I will say what got me into beer. So the military got me into all the IPAs and stuff. I was based out of San Diego, so they have a lot of breweries. But what got me into beer was college football though. Because I remember it was like it was a night before practice or whatever, and dudes was drinking. I'm like, oh, like well, y'all drink before practice. You know, I'm a freshman coming into college. I'm like, y'all drink, y'all drink before practice? They like, bro, it's just beer. Like, this is waterway, bro. They like, we gonna hit the weight room in the morning. By the time it's time to hit, you straight. They was like, you can't do hard liquor. And I'm like, oh, I don't drink beer. At the time, I was like, I don't drink beer, man. I'll do some liquor or something. They like, nah, you gonna drink beer if you want to drink before like the
yeah,
week. Like, you're not gonna. So that's even when you talk about pro sports. Pro sports player, you see LeBron James all the time with wines. So it's like, yeah, you talk wine and beer, you can actually do that and still be successful as an athlete or a military man or woman. But when you start talking hard liquors, it's tough. So yeah, beer starting kind of college here and there. The IPA is San Diego,
yeah.
and that rum and coke had me swearing away liquor for a while.
Yeah, and I'm with you, man. Like sugar in any drink is nasty, but if I have to do a Coke or something, I always do diet. And everybody like, why you always doing diet?
Yeah,
Because that sugar don't do my body right. But yeah, if y'all
yeah.
don't know, man, King did everything. Like you hear, you talk about the military, talk about being a D1 athlete. I like this guy so much, bro. Bro did it all, man. He did it all.
I'm trying to get a movie. If I get this movie, it's over with, baby. Hey, East Side Detroit, we bring it back, baby. You know,
Oh
for
yeah,
real.
and he an actor. He an actor, so he do everything, bro. He do everything. Y'all might see King in some commercials, so y'all remember when y'all see the
Oh
first, and
man.
then when y'all see it, be like, "Oh, that's my boy. I need to learn about Bitcoin."
Yeah, hey, behind the bar, baby.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
What I was about to say, hey, I lost my train of thought there for a second. I hear these jokers in the comments talking about what's Mario say? He say something. Mario say my girl trying to talk to me now while the show on. I'm like, what the what the heck? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he wild. But shout out to Super Mario. I'm glad you got your name changed back. But from Superman to Super Mario.
Oh, there we go.
So what else I had on my hit list of questions that I had to ask you before I got sidetracked. Well, I really don't have any more questions for you, but like man, I appreciate you coming on. But if you got anything else you want to say to the people, I mean, a lot of people didn't
Man,
ask any
listen.
more questions, so it's whatever.
No, I was gonna say for one, your gear is dope. Everybody's always asking me about it. This been dope with the Bitcoin B. Like for people who know, they all like that was a good idea, man. I like the stuff. Quality's good, so I enjoy wearing it. The first been dope hoodie you gave me, I wear all the time. So
Yeah,
that's a pretty popular one out here. But no, man. I love the fact that we have so many. Like the market is blowing up. We have so many different people. Hopefully, some of our warriors, we can all one of us can figure out whether it's you, me, or the next person, somebody can figure out the volume play first for our segment out here, but it's definitely there for us. The market's going to continue getting bigger. Like I said, you have institutions in there. You're talking about the ETFs. you called it. I mean, you kept saying that 30, 40K. You was like, y'all won't get it this cheap again. Like, sell your, you was like, sell your house if you need to. Like, get Bitcoin. So it's like one of those things where we know where the market is going. So spaces like this are important because it's like, hey, as I said before, as if we don't have each of these different spaces, no matter how different they are, how unique they are, then BlackRock is going to just take over the narrative. Hey, BlackRock's been with you in your Bitcoin journey since 2024, when Bitcoin first started, and people will believe that. They'd be like,
yeah,
Bitcoin started in 2024. What do you mean? And you're like, wait, well, who told you that? Well, BlackRock told me that. And
yeah,
you will not be able to fight that media campaign. So it's like all this stuff right here is super important that we have this down because as it continues to grow and burgeon, they're definitely going to try to shape that narrative. And it's just like, well, you can say as much as you want, but the internet doesn't lie. And like these videos are out there and the information has been out there. So shout out to you, man. Thank you again for that hen dog, man. It's been a long time.
yeah. Thank you for jumping on. And I want to say one last thing. We appreciate King. Go follow him, Gentleman of Crypto. He airs every day on the East Coast at 10 a.m., but on the West Coast at 7 a.m. Right? That's a 3 hour time difference.
7 a.m. Yes,
And
sir.
Robbie get up early, so he put in the work. And I know, like, it's hard to get those quality followers because he's a Bitcoin guy. He really talks about Bitcoin, but he talks about some of the other coins. And we're in the middle of a bull run, and people just want to hear about gains. And he legit tells you about the real stuff, bro. So, so I just want y'all to know, his information is down below. Y'all click on something, go follow him, and I appreciate you, brother.
Hey, thanks again for having me. Anytime, let me know. We up in here. Send me them calendar invites. I told you, that's all I need is that calendar invite.
Yeah,
I'm in.
I got to get more tech savvy like that because I don't be knowing that stuff like that. So I'm gonna work on my calendar invites and all this other stuff like
That's
OBS
just
and
up.
all that stuff you was telling me about. But
No, no, it's all good. I'm learning as we go. Thank you for having me.
all right, bro, appreciate
Hey man, I like your intro and outro, bro.
you.